Hello everybody, and this is Old Soldier, and this is my EDC Revisited. So when I started the channel a couple years ago, I did a short episode on EDC and what I carry every day. And some of it stayed the same, some of it has evolved a little bit, and from time to time things get added, things change. So I just thought I'd go over it again. First of all, and I did add some things. So first of all, one thing that is highly overlooked is a belt. And when I'm wearing pants or shorts, I'm usually wearing a belt. And this is a strong belt. I've owned more than one over the years. I have a couple of these. I also have in black when wardrobe dictates it's the wiser choice. But a good, strong leather belt. Now, going to firearms, I usually carry a firearm. I'm usually armed, because I'm an American and that's my God-given right. And this is a Model 43. I don't exclusively carry Model 43s. I don't exclusively carry Glocks, but I usually carry a Glock or 1911. And this one has high-vis sights, which night sights, which are excellent. And not all my firearms have night sights, but most do. I also like Trijicon very much, and this is the only one with high-vis sights, and I like it a great deal. So I carry that. Last time I had a collapsible holster, or pardon me, I had a different holster. This is a Phalanx defense system made in the USA. It's Kydex, and I prefer strong side carry. Not everybody prefers strong side carry. A lot of it's personal choice. There's a lot of Apex carriers out there. Hey, knock yourself out. For me, it's a comfort issue. I have not been able to find a holster yet where I can carry comfortably with Kydex. Now, maybe it's because I'm old and a big fat ass, but you know, maybe I don't have the right holster. But these are affordable. They retain the holster good, well, pardon me, and they work for me. They're relatively inexpensive. So I didn't include it last time, but it's been seen on my wrist in many episodes. This is a Rolex Submariner. I'm not trying to be a snob. This was a wedding gift to me from my darling wife. I had always wanted one, and this has been on my wrist most of the time, for the majority since I've gotten married. There's been some occasions where I've taken it out for extended periods of time, but usually this is on my wrist, and my reasoning for it is this. It's probably the only piece of jewelry that I'll ever wear, and it's a timeless classic, and it always works. I know other people like other stuff, and they have their hip, trendy brands, but this is, to me, it's a timeless classic. And hey, dude, but if you can't afford it, there is nothing wrong with a Seiko or a Casio. There's plenty of good watches out there, but this is what I carry. I'm not saying go out and run out. I'm not saying run out and go buy a Rolex, but it is a classic. I love mine. Okay, the channel is Old Soldier. Yes, these are collapsible readers. One of the things that I use most daily. Now, I still wear contacts. I see fine with the contacts. I also wear glasses. If I wear regular glasses, I don't need the readers. But if I do wear contacts, I need the readers a great deal. And I like them break down so they can carry conveniently in this case, and it works out well. So I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. Spare magazine. This is the same as last time. This is spare magazine. If I'm carrying something else, I'll have a dedicated spare magazine holster. But for the Glock 43, I simply carry them in a Leatherman case that I'm not using any longer, and it works just fine. It retains it just fine, and it works for me. And like I said, I don't always carry a 43. I don't always carry a Glock, but when I carry this particular Glock and a spare magazine, this is what I use. So a couple other items. Flashlight. This is the same flashlight that I had last time I've done a previous episode on it. Really, I like this. I've done an episode on it in the past. I also like Surefires, and I've also carried Streamlights. Quite frankly, I like this because it's small, compact, and it runs on a single CR123. And I'm also super high on Surefires are probably the best flashlight out there, and Streamlights are good. But this is what I carry. It works just fine for me. And there's an episode, there'll be a link at the end of this episode to my episode specifically on this flashlight. Chapstick. Don't leave home without it. Pretty standard. Bic lighter. Cheap. Replaceable. Now, I also sometimes carry, although most of the time I carry a Bic, sometimes I do carry my Zippo, and I've done articles about Zippo. I carry this sometimes too, so I know it's supposed to be what you carry every day. You can also see that I've wrapped this one in inner tube so that it doesn't work until it does. But actually I noticed the fuel lasts much longer. The fuel lasts much longer if you cover your zip with a bike inner tube cover. And also I think for outside use, you get a better flame base. But there's something about a Bic, or pardon me, there's something about a Zippo that is a timeless classic. And there's a big cool factor. Now some might argue, hey, putting the cover on it takes away the cool factor, maybe, but when I do carry this, I refill it once a month at the beginning of the month, and it always works. So last episode I had a Gerber automatic. I carry that a great deal, but I also carry a Strider folder. This was given to a friend of mine years ago, my old sniper partner, and he's a cool dude. Paul, if you're out there, thank you. That's a hell of a gift. I don't think I realized at the time what a gift it was. These are great blades. And, yeah, I'm not going to get into the whole thing about Strider. The bottom line is they make excellent blades. And this holds an excellent edge. I've used this. This has seen hard use. And it's a good folding knife. Now, I know this is everyday carry. There should be, maybe part of this is almost everyday carry. Because there's a lot of days. I also carry a Swiss Army knife. And to me, the Swiss Army knife is the ultimate multi-tool because, yes, it's another blade, but there's other things on here like scissors and can openers and bottle openers. And I have done an episode before specifically dedicated to Swiss Army knives. More days than not. Now, I know this is everyday carry. Maybe this should be an almost everyday carry item. But a lot of days, there's a Swiss Army knife in my pocket. Keys. Got a keys? I got a keychain. Same one that I had before. I love this thing. It's got a built-in ferro rod, which I think is kind of cool. And as you can see, it's been used. And it also has a field knife sharpener on it, which I've also used quite a bit too. And it's nice to touch up your blades in the future. Last thing. My phone that I carry is a Galaxy 11. Now, I know there's the iPhone people out there, the Apple people out there. God love you. Hey, do what you want, and I'm not going to get into argument over what type of phone. Android work for me. That's what I'm most familiar with. You can't teach an old dog or an old soldier new tricks, and that's what I like, and that's what I carry. Ammo that I carry for my firearms. Hey, any good defensive ammo. There's some bad stuff out there, but there's a lot of good stuff. Personally, my personal preferences, I like Hornady, I like Remington Golden Sabers, and I like Spear Gold Dot. Those are just my preferences. So anyway, those are just this old soldier's thoughts on everyday carry. I'd like to see your folks' thoughts on everyday carry in the comment section. This is Old Soldier out.